It's the Catican. I can't get worked up on this one. Kentucky falls to Louisville, 96-88. No AI intros tonight. The terrorists have won. Feeling real down. There's some positives to take away, but I'll let you guys fire off your takes first. Fellas, how we feeling?
Better than I did midway through the second half, I guess, which is not a super high bar. Like you said, some positive takeaways. I think this Louisville team is good. Um, it's just shitty to actually lose to them.
It's been too long since we lost to Louisville for this not to have me very, very pissed off. Yeah, like you said, we can find positives. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna talk about positives tonight, though. Our best players were the worst players on the court, and their best players were incredible. I mean, we only lost by 8 when I felt like they were 20 points better than us. I guess that's spin zone. But yeah, some of the lineup decisions were a little bit whack. I think we should have been pressuring at 3/4 court way earlier than we were. It completely changed the game. We do have some shooter. I don't feel like we have like a bad shooting team. We just had some not clutch stuff happen at the end. JQ would have changed the game for sure.
I don't want to blame it all on Ortega because it wasn't all his fault, but all the turnovers, all the missed shots, all the empty possessions that were his fault really hurts in an 8-point loss.
I would
The
say
guy who's supposed to be your star.
If he didn't play tonight, if he actually didn't play, like the rumors, we might have won this game.
Maybe the line shifting was them finding out that Ortega was playing.
Yeah.
Give Cam Williams more of a run. He didn't get into the second half.
Yeah, and then I don't know what that pressure cooker needed to come out, I guess, for Cam Williams to show up, but he was incredible on defense. And then 3 and Ds, which is what we needed.
I have my takes, and it's we have the soundboard, so we're gonna do a little bit of the Catican Morning Zoo. I don't know if that came through. I don't know. I'm trying out a new thing. We lost to Louisville, guys. I'm with a lot of sorts. It's happened. It's been so long since this has happened that I forgot what it feels like. And it sucks. I woke up this morning feeling pretty confident. Like, Kentucky beats Louisville. Like, it's what they do. But it was the first time where I had that feeling of like, but they could. And I was trying not to equate that to actually being nervous about the game. And then as soon as the game started and you could just through the TV feel the energy in the arena, it was like, oh no, okay, we could be in for some trouble here. I did feel the game shift when Jalen Lowe came in again and then the offense kind of clicks into gear. I wonder how much of if you have Jalen Lowe actually start, maybe we get off to a quicker start offensively, and maybe we have a bit more of a back and forth at the top of the game, and we're not just constantly fighting back. It's a tough look. We got bodied physically, and that never feels good. And it was the offensive rebounds, and it was
that killed me, man.
Defensively, it was tough, especially defensively for Otega Owe. And I don't mean to keep beating up on Otega. He's supposed to be our guy. And when you spend the whole season building up one player as that's our star player, SEC preseason player of the year, there's people saying on Twitter, like a more well-known Kentucky media personality was saying that the issue with this team is they had no real star player. It's like, dude, that was supposed to be Otega Owe, and Otega Owe kind of hasn't lived up to the off-season hype of Otega.
Here's the thing, though. We have star players.
Yeah.
Aberdeen was incredible. Yes. And he's played in a national championship, and that came like he either airballs it or bangs a three. He was like 50% from three until the very end. And then Colin was pulling up shots and hitting them when we needed to hit them. Otega, no, not. I mean, he just wasn't going to get a bucket, right? Like he just It looks like he lost.
It was. I mean, we know it was a game of runs, but I've never seen a team look so hot and cold in the same game before. I mean, beginning was awesome. There was the point we were up like maybe 22-18. Up until that point, it had been great. Then there's probably immediate timeout. We came back. Louisville went on their 13-0 run or whatever. Awful. Just terrible. I mean, Chandler went for a dunk and just lost the ball. We were passing it to them. I mean, everything was going wrong. And then Lowe came back in and we fought back, and that was great. It ended up, down, 7 at the half. Then the second half started, that lead just ballooned, and we couldn't do anything. And then we had a period of time where we couldn't miss. We were getting stops, we were hitting threes, we were hitting more threes. Lowe was hitting them, Chandler was hitting them, Aberdeen was hitting them. Awesome. And then down 4, shooting free throws with 3 minutes left or 4 minutes left, I'm thinking, great. And if you told me at that point Louisville was going to miss their next 7 free throws, I would have said there's no way we lose this game. But as much trouble as they had with free throws, we had with everything else. We weren't rebounding well. We were missing everything again. If you could just string some of those winning portions of this game together, this could be really, really great. I mean, when I say there are positives, I know that some of the coaches like to look at each media timeout segment as like a did we win that segment. We got about half of those that are awesome. And then we got about half of those we need to never play like that again.
I hate that it's November. I worked today. It's late. And
a Tuesday.
Yeah. All that sucks.
Federal holiday.
But one thing, they wanted it more. I mean, that was pretty apparent at the end, especially with the offensive rebounds and just some of the dumb stuff that happened at the end. I just feel like that didn't happen last year. You know what I mean? We either got bodied because we weren't as gifted as the other team, or we beat Duke in Atlanta, or I just also Louisville had a really good game plan with defensively. They were very, very aggressive. We could have used that. Conwell could have fouled out 10 minutes left to go. We could have used that. It's just like, that's coaching, like you got to tell you guys that you will get a foul if you just shot fake this, because they're jumping from halfway across 3-point line. Just like we kind of just let them dictate the pace. We let them dictate the environment, and these are two really, really good teams. They are on the other side of the win.
Defensively, we had some rough stretches, particularly Ortega likes to kind of sag off the ball because he likes to jump these passing lanes, which we've seen that work out in our favor, where you'll get sort of the pick six, or he'll get caught in sort of a give and go where he's giving up a wide open 3, or just somebody just get a wide open cut to the basket. Or even if he does recover, they've already got him on their hip, and he's either fouling them or they're getting a very good look at a layup. Got to do something about that. And then we kept sagging off on our off-ball defense, and we're giving up open corner threes to McNeely, one of the best shooters in college basketball. What are we doing? And it's because we're switching on D, and we keep getting caught with a guard on their big, and they're just passing it down each time. What are we doing? We're taking the big guarding our guard, and we're shooting a step back 3. Give me the free 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I have trouble with the game planning, and I've never. I mean, I'm a Pope guy. We all are. Like, we were the first ones on the Pope bandwagon.
We are the Catican.
Yeah, I mean, the whole podcast is named after the guy. But things like that, it's not a great look. It is the 3rd game of the season. You're still figuring out who your guys are. You're still figuring out your rotations. But there were some things where it's just, those were gimmies right there. And it was just a bad look all the way around.
I think comparing the statistics is interesting because we shot better from the field than they did. We shot better from three. We shot better from the free throw line. We turnovers went in their favor, points off turnovers in their favor. We out-rebounded them. More second chance points, more points off the bench, more points in the paint. They just shot 31 free throws to our 16. And then missing a ton kind of helped narrow that a little bit. But still, they made 9 more than us and won by 8. And that's tough. And you got Michael Brown, 10 of 11. That's huge. You know, he's got a 30. He's got a 30-point game, and he is incredible. He's been good almost every time I've watched it. But he's got a 30-point game. Well, so does Aberdeen. But Aberdeen had to do it from the floor because he only got 3 shots from the line, and one of those was a missed front end of a 1-on-1. But still, it's the free throws were huge for them. It's just hilarious that they, after shooting so well all day, missed. It was like mega announcer jinx for the whole team.
Yeah, that was, and they were like, "This the announcer jinx isn't real," and then just
right, sure,
yeah. I feel like I want to see what this team can do without Ortega getting more than 12 minutes.
6-man Ortega. It worked for Jackson.
He's more comfortable coming off the bench, I think is the line.
I think he is hurt. Maybe.
It looked like he was just forcing it tonight. Like he started pressing when he got punched in the mouth or when we started going down early. And then he just rushed every decision, played out of control, which is not how I remember Ortega playing last year, in clutch time especially.
Well, in the sagging, you can't sag defensively off a team that is the best shooting team in college basketball at home in an atmosphere like that. Like Cam Williams was immediately just game changer defensively.
He had so much energy when he came in too, offensive and defensively. That's one great takeaway from tonight is maybe Cam gets his momentum going off today.
He's got a bigger, way higher ceiling than any of our other. He was playing as the 4 in our.
I like that
in our last bit of a run. Yeah, especially whenever they're playing like when they don't have an actual big out there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Go ahead.
I said I think Yelovich should have played more.
Yeah. I was going to say that too. I was going to say I can't second guess the Cam minutes because given what he'd shown so far, while you think you're still in this, it'd be tough to put out a guy that's kind of put up a donut in most games in the minutes he's been given. That's what we've been critical of in every game so far, both games. So I'm not second guessing that. But Yelovich was playing pretty well, I thought, and he only ended up with 10 minutes. I thought I agree, Cam, bright spot. In just 12 minutes, 5 points isn't jumping off the page, but he looked good. Didn't miss at all. 4 boards, defended well. Love that. People have been saying just needs to see one go in. Well, awesome. We got that right away. And I think he played better because of it. Like, I think you can see that helped his confidence. Now he's defending better because he's not freaking out about his offense.
This is the time where I ask anybody watching to please like and subscribe to the stream. We're kind of an upstart podcast here, and we appreciate any of the support. Guys, I would say that Ortega Owe was sort of the standout as a disappointing performance. Although we did not get great performances out of our beloved baby boy BG and Jasper Johnson. What are we doing, big guy?
Yeah, and I mean, what? How many minutes did he played? 6 minutes.
Yeah, and 4 missed threes.
He was airballing some of them bad.
Just chucking.
Yeah.
And hey, it's his 3rd game in college. maybe the craziest environment he's ever played in. That'll happen in November basketball.
I also feel like if he would have got cooking a little bit earlier and not just kind of thrown in there,
different game.
It's tough though, because Pope wants him to take a lot of threes, and a couple of them were kind of well defended. Maybe shouldn't have taken it, but not all 4 of them. And so, like, had those go in, we're not having this conversation now. Although I guess people would sort of say that about the long twos that I bitch about all the time as well. Though I say if they go in, I'm whatever. I didn't bitch when Jackson did it.
You were cool when Jackson did it.
It feels like we tried to. It's not a very balanced minutes game, not as balanced as it has been, and it also feels like we could have pulled those guys earlier. Like we could have pulled Ortega earlier.
What happened to Mo? Did he lose minutes late?
He just wasn't providing any offense, I don't think, and we needed to come back. But I wish we would have had him to get some of those rebounds at the end.
Small ball Mo at the 5. We haven't done that yet. Did they do that at Alabama, Ben? Did they do some?
Yeah, some, but they also sometimes when they did that, they'd have like Brent Nelson, who's 6'10", 6'11" at the 4. So it's you still do have a tall out there. Like maybe if we did it, maybe like Yelovich and Mo both out there would be kind of interesting. It'd be.
I agree.
I like that for space.
Yelovich should have been playing more. They tried to target Yelovich like a few times, and he stays in front of his guy.
Yeah, he looked good on guards on switches too.
Yeah, Cam's block where he's falling backwards and that's just something you can't. Yeah, that was It will be interested to see. We played like shit. Lost by 8. Louisville played incredible. I know we're going to get JQ. I don't think Ortega's going to suck every game. And, prospects for the season haven't really changed for me.
Well, I think that part's tough, but I think being so early, it's tough, especially in this portal era when, and Louisville has this too. I'm not saying this is like a detriment to us that they didn't have, but there are still a lot of roster questions. Like there's a lot of people who think that maybe Malachi Moreno is a better long-term answer at the 5 than BG. Well, Moreno played 6 fewer minutes, had 8 points versus 3, didn't miss, actually hit both of his free throws, and had 1 fewer board than BG.
He got a little
maybe he did get cooked some, but at the same time, if he's offensively a better answer, and if you have more confidence in him being, that's what I'm saying about it being so early in the season, that with your freshman, you're not quite sure about the minutes distribution. And a bunch of your new additions, you've got questions like that. Like Cam, if we were several games farther into the season, maybe we have more confidence in Cam and he plays more than the last 12 minutes.
I think Cam should be seeing 20 minutes at the 3 at least going forward. Like
just for the upside of what he can provide. We're at the play some teams that truly stink. Like this is where Cam needs to, set himself apart.
Yeah.
Interesting in the comment section. Wait, will Kentucky still make the Final Four and Natty? And was the $22 million worth losing to Louisville? And should Mark be drop of contract for only 1 year? Yeah, we're still going to go to the Final Four and win the Natty.
Final Four and Natty, yes.
As well.
We're printing the Catican, 39-1 national championship T-shirts now.
Yeah. I also, to be fair, we probably only had about $16 million on the floor tonight.
Yeah, the biggest chess piece is still in the garage.
Yeah.
They could have spent $200 million on the roster. I don't care. It's not my money.
Yeah.
So if people are like, oh, $20 million, who cares?
Yeah.
They had
Right.
$22 million to spend. Why not spend it? I get like maybe construct the roster better or whatever, but the price tag overall, I don't get that knock people keep saying.
Yeah, it's like and how much they care about how much they spent on their roster this year. I mean, they're like, hell yeah, this was great. This is why we did it.
Okay. I would like, Braden Hawthorne might have been pretty nice to have tonight on the wing. 2 Cam Williamses. I feel like we need that to beat teams like this. I feel like game plan was a little whack because, I'm just going to be thinking about this all day tomorrow, where I'm just like, Moreno, Modi, Cam Williams, Aberdeen, and Lowe for 35 minutes, and we would have cooked them.
So we have Pope needs to relax with the way he subs. You have to let the players get warm. I know he's trying to play everyone, but it seemed he was quick to pull some of the guys out and slow to put others in. And maybe it's the third game of the season, still figuring out lineups, I guess.
Yeah.
Someone said
this is a heck of a data point because it's like Louisville played well and they're a really good team. So you see what you will be facing in like late March, right? And you can see kind of who actually gets you those momentum pushes and stuff like that. But it just sucks. It's in November, man.
Well, that's true. And like you said, always hate to lose, but there are people saying like, oh, team's cooked, 5th seed at best, and it's an insane overreaction. Like this, I don't know if it's just disrespect for Louisville as an opponent. Like, oh, well, if we lost to them, but I think they're underranked at 12. Like man, we let Michael Brown score 30. Well, cool. So will almost everyone. Like he's very good. Do I wish we defended him better? Yes. Am I making excuses? No. But to overreact and to say like, man, this team sucks. You watch us play Ohio State last year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was much worse.
Yeah.
Their first sellout in how many years?
8, I think he said.
8.
I couldn't believe that when they said that. That's sad.
I'm happy we could help.
I couldn't believe we didn't sell it out for them at some point when we played there every other year between then and now.
That's on us, But happy we could give them the sellout. Happy they can get their bread up, as our quarterback would say. Someone a Kentucky Sweet 16, maybe. I would assume that's a big KHSAA fan.
Nice.
That's the tournament that's in Rupp every year. We're all big fans of that.
I would like also to give the team their flowers for they took it on the chin like 5 times and were in the game at the end, which that's very resilient in this atmosphere.
20 points down to crawl back to down 4 with a legitimate chance to still pull it out.
Yeah.
Sad that we didn't, but still very impressive.
Yeah. We were in a position for our clutch player to be clutch and win us the game, and he just didn't.
I do think a lot of our defensive woes we see tonight where we're just kind of just letting guys get by us, which might just be a product of whatever defense Pope is running, because this is the second year in a row where we're seeing this. A lot of that's going to get cleaned up when you have JQ back there protecting the rim. So I'm not going to worry about that long term. And we'll probably see the bigs perform better when they're going up against JQ in practice each day. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the issues we see tonight, help is on the way if we're trying to spin this into positives now. It's also the 3rd game in November. It's a crazy environment. There's some weird stuff here and there. This doesn't change my outlook of the season at all. It's just kind of a bummer and kind of one where this would have been really cool. if we had come back and won this one. So it's just disappointment, really.
This is like this year's version of, or last year's version of the Arkansas game, where I really wanted to win that game, and it sucks that we lost. But ultimately, this isn't ruining the season for me or making me think this team sucks or whatever.
Very true. Anything else in the comment section?
Kentucky still had a Louisville on Ken Palm, so that's fun.
That's what really matters.
Good loss. Great loss.
that is what really matters.
Quad one loss.
We also have chances to beat some really good teams in the non-con before the craziness of SEC where we're just getting mugged. So we'll get a pretty good idea, I think, of how this team needs to operate. But
I think long term, this game is probably good because they might not play in an environment like that for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and they have a lot of good film to go back and say, "What the hell were you doing?" Right, like all you had to do was this here. Use your brain, even though it's crazy out here. But God, we were so close to pulling it back out. I wish we wouldn't have gotten close because 2 minutes left to go in the game.
I'm not going to say that.
No. Could not disagree.
It does
more,
hurt
buddy.
way worse when we got it down to 4 and blew it. That drew me all the way back in.
I was for sure we were going to win with 2 minutes left to go after having given up.
Well, I feel like we lost it with the missing the front end of the 1-and-1s, and then for sure lost it when Aberdeen had 2 chances at the 3 and we missed both. Yeah. That's when the game was lost there.
I thought, though, they were trying to hand it to us with those missed free throws. I thought God had come and decided to care.
I don't know. I like trying to take a step back, looking at it. I think that the first half, the little blip where we let them score in a run aside, was awesome basketball. Especially that first bit, 22-18. How fun, fast moving, everything going in. I mean, that's fun to watch. Second half, there were some of the same later on. I will not say that I'm more upset because we came back.
Yeah,
I'd always rather come back and end up losing than just like get your ass beat. It might be harder, like it might not, getting your hopes up and then losing is tough. But man, I would certainly rather lose by a few than a lot.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say lose by a lot. I just mean the fact that I was 90% sure we were going to win when we got it down to 4. If we had only got it to 7, I'd have been like, they fought back through adversity. They sucked most of the game, but they fought back. But for us to get to a point where Otega Owe could have won us that game, and then he just didn't because he was ass. That kills me.
Raph, when they cut it to 4, if you had to give it a percentage chance on what you thought it was at that point.
I was looking at that during the game, and it was pretty like it could go either way. Right at that point, I would say it was about 50-50 that we should have won that game.
It was like the LeBron Wade meme. Interesting question in the chat. I will preface this by saying, guys, should we be worried? Because someone said, I'm a little worried because out of the last 4 games we played, 1 exhibition, 3 regular season, we've kind of been whooped by the 2 power conference teams we've played. So if you overlook when we beat Purdue, you should be worried. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, numbers are what they are. Like you can make what you want out of anything. Sports itself is a Rorschach test.
I'll say it's insane to have played 5 games, and to preface your question with, if you look at the last 4 games we've played.
Yeah.
I mean, when your sample size is small anyway, to leave out one against the and I don't think Purdue is going to end up being the number one team in the country, but to just leave that one out for no reason at all is crazy.
If we were picked to lose this game, like
we very nearly covered the very large spread.
yeah.
Infamous Che, down for at the line with a chance to cut it to 2, and you trick off the front end. So true. It sounds like some of my favorite rap bars right there. I'm not sure what trick off the front end means, but I do like the way it sounds, and I like saying it.
I also would like to say that Jalen Lowe did get screwed probably 4 times where he should have gotten a foul called, and they just didn't.
I think some of that's playing on the road, which is shitty. Like,
but the refs cost us this game.
I can't stand when people say like, "Oh, you got to be 10 points better on the road," because it's like, are the refs just stupid on the road? Do they just sit there and get pressured? And I guess the answer is yes.
The one ref did really ham it up when he called the charge on Chandler. I can't remember who it was, but he like paused and waited and then really.
Oh yeah,
those TV motherfuckers.
They didn't need to change how charges were called in college basketball to fix it. They just needed to change the motion and make it less fun and dramatic. That's all they needed to do.
It is a really rewarding
emotion. Especially when they get into it and they like hop on one foot a couple times and
showtime, baby. Charge.
I will also like to say that refs are bastards and they just hate their families, and that's why they go on the road and run around with college kids. I mean, they're weird people who probably don't deserve all of their rights. Unless, of course, they call a good game for us, then they're honorable professionals.
I almost shared Raf's chat on the screen, and I can't do that. If you watched it back, you'd see something pop up and go away real quick, but I can't do that. Irvin says, crying, laughing, let's go Cards. Good for him. I mean, we can make it.
Congrats, Irv.
I'm gonna line this bad boy up tomorrow.
Don't start blaming the refs. Suck it up, be a man. Accept the ass whooping, brother. If that was an ass whooping,
rewind. We did. Yeah.
But like, what did we say? We said Mikhail Brown played great. We complimented the environment. I mean, yeah, have your
Conwell also played great.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
I think probably I never had a ton of disrespect for Frew, but a lot of people did, and they probably don't anymore.
I mean, dog walked BG and Malachi tonight. Absolutely dog walked him.
He also had some pretty dumb shit that he did, but the rest of his team was just so much better than ours.
Yeah.
I would be worried about Ali as a Louisville fan. He didn't love him as a defender.
The Egyptian magician.
He does one thing, and he does it very well.
The passing is actually insane by him.
Yeah.
I also, speaking of wouldn't be thrilled as a Cards fan, I would tell Pryor maybe let's not talk shit and make a big deal out of stuff in a game where we're going to play 2 minutes and score 0 points and attempt 0 field goals and not get fouled and not have an assist. And I mean, I guess he didn't turn the ball over, but he didn't have much time to.
I thought that was going to be a thing for us that we could help, but then he didn't play. So it's like it didn't have the positive effect for us because
he barely played more this year than he played last year.
Yeah.
Should we mod Irvin?
No.
Okay.
No, keep him coming.
Yeah. I like Irvin.
We're built for March.
You know, most streamers would say, like, you guys just won a game. What are you doing hanging out in the Kentucky stream? I would do the same exact thing. So, honestly, Irvin, respect. Dude.
He is getting the algo up.
Irvin, I'm just happy we're the one you found.
Yeah, so we sound like haters. It's like, brother, I love what you're doing right now. I do the same exact thing.
You don't understand that
like and subscribe.
currency of online algorithm.
Yeah. You found the wrong 4 guys because we're just gonna see them and be like, hell yeah, dude.
Take him on.
Yeah.
Irvin.
Oh man.
I'm actually Irvin.
Irvin is our number one. I don't know what it means, but in the chat with the crowns,
leaderboard?
Irvin's our number one. Yeah.
Our number one fan.
Congrats,
Dude,
Irvin.
thank
2
you.
wins tonight. 2 wins.
Irvin, I bet you won't donate $100 to this.
Irvin, do you like t-shirts?
We got merch.
I saw a good chat earlier.
It's also wild to say we sound like haters. We've been nothing but complimentary about your players and your team and your coach.
But I did watch Pat Kelsey do that thing where he grabs the net and then climbs up and grabs the rim. And made me think this guy is 12 years old.
Which one of the players gave him a boost to do that?
I touched the net.
Danny says, the Catican, we got to get healed up, get back in the gym, and get ready for the next game and the rest of the season.
Hell yeah, Danny.
Spot on, Dan.
Fire me up, Danny.
I do think there is something to Ortega being hurt for most of the offseason, it felt like, and then he did not look healthy at all. And needed games. He has not looked
real quickly so that we don't miss this opportunity. Irv says, I won't donate a dime to UK. I think you misunderstand. I want you to donate a dime to us personally. Buy our merch.
Personally.
We would like to be on well.
We spent $22 million on our roster. UK's NIL is fine.
Yeah.
It's the Catican's NIL that needs some donations.
Irv. Can I call you Irv? Irv. We just lost to Louisville. Don't think that we're not above making the entire stream about you so we don't have to talk about the game. That would be awesome. Oh, man. Captain Crash says, when is someone going to fix Pat's glasses game? Why is he trying to look cute?
He does look like a little, what is that, musical theater boy.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about.
He just looks like he should be on Broadway singing.
It stinks.
Like Peter Pan.
I had some real good AI.
This new shirt. Got to show a little cardinal pride. Fresh look can't hurt nobody. There we go.
Dad?
What do you think?
Dad, you look like a dumb shit. This is embarrassing.
Well,
that's Irvin.
That's one opinion.
And that's what was robbed of us tonight. You know, it was more stuff like that. You know, feel better doing it right now than before it, because all the comments will be like, "We're gonna clown on a team that just beat you." Yeah, I am. It's the kind of guy I am. Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Okay. Anyways, Danny says, "Why not donate to us firefighters too, Irv?" Yeah, donate to Danny.
It's Veterans Day. Donate to the firefighters.
Hey, thank you, Caleb.
Come on, Irv.
Or some veterans organization too, man.
Firefighters. In my head, it's like firefighters, veterans. Are we teachers in between there?
Single moms.
Single moms.
Divorced dads.
Divorced dads. It might.
Divorced dads
and refs and cops are all the same.
I was waiting for it. There goes our viewers.
Oh, sorry.
Minty Hunter says, "Would you guys rather get Stokes or Collins?" Collins, easy. It's always been Collins.
I've never wanted Stokes.
Stokes isn't a take, and he hasn't been a take.
He got recruited over. Collins has actually got a pretty nice shot, and his senior year, he's kind of. It's looking pretty nice.
I'll never turn down a Collins in a UK uniform.
That's true.
Personally,
Mormon Collins, Christian Collins, Jewish Collins. Who else? What other religions are there?
Sikh
Collins.
Buddhist Collins.
Islamic Collins.
Islamic. Wiccan Collins.
I think I did just see us lose another viewer.
Just name-
We lost the Wiccan viewer.
Here's the thing: if you're still here after a loss on a weeknight, get a job.
Oh, if you're still here, I consider you a friend.
Yeah.
Hear that, Irv?
Yeah. Oh, I've always considered Irv a friend from moment one.
Irv.
Our number one.
I think Irv might be the main character on our T-shirts going forward.
Irv's going to find his way into an AI video, certainly.
Yeah, we're serving for Irv.
Do it for Irv.
Nick says we shot better from 3 than Louisville did percentage wise. I'll take the win.
I think that was in
It wasn't
response to somebody else.
Most of the game. Most of the game up until the very tail end when Louisville chucked a little bit. It was once we put that three-quarter pressure on.
And in fairness, we were chucking too. They were just going in.
No. No. Timeout. Denzel Aberdeen, ethical three-point shooter. He either concussions or drains it. No in between.
that is the truth.
And then also Colin went 4 for 6. Colin's got a little bit of blessed. He's blessed.
I do wish we went to Colin more down the stretch than Otega.
We didn't see a ton of Colin driving, actually. I think the only time he did was the one where the ball got knocked out of his hands. Looked like he was trying to recreate his poster. And
yes, he was.
He went up and it just got knocked out. And maybe that isn't the drive we needed there.
It was a missed foul.
But well, and I think there were several of those. But he was 4 for 7 on the night, 4 for 6 from 3. So he only had one missed 2-point field goal attempt. I think he's effective enough. I don't want to say with the ball, but with the ball coming to him as he's heading towards the basket, that we should have more than one 2-point attempt from Colin on a night.
Yeah.
Captain Crash says the stats are all pretty equal except the ass 2 rotation.
Been there.
Wait. The
assistance to turnover.
ratio.
Oh, yeah.
Assist to turnover ratio.
I thought some of the rotations were ass, to be fair.
That is true.
This would be a good one to go check out Hoop Explorer or CBB Analytics and see how each different lineup has done so far this year. I haven't gone to check that out yet. I think it'll be interesting, though. Not that sample sizes are huge at this point, but
What is our death lineup so far? Our ideal 1 through 5.
Well, vibes-wise, if you want to go vibes analytics, I'm going Jalen Lowe, Denzel Aberdeen, Kim Williams, Andre Yelovich, Malachi Moreno.
Ooh.
No Colin?
Oh, shit.
We've
see,
turned
that's
on the heat.
that I
be the
think
fourth,
is
actually.
I like that. I feel like we need the shooting and the stretching of the floor, and that Cam at the 4 adds up more than anybody else at the 4.
Yeah.
Mo's not doing that as much as I like Mo.
if Cam can get shooting going, Cam, Chandler, Aberdeen is a nice shooting lineup.
Oh, yeah.
He had 4 rebounds
Regardless of
in 12 minutes.
Captain Crash says Otega desperately needs to improve that outside shot. He's killing me. I don't mean to Colin Cowherd myself, but with the threes, Otega, we're good, bro. We're good. And I know he's got to do that to improve his draft stock. We've put ourselves into a tough spot here.
What
But
did he
there's
shoot
never a
last year?
situation where I want to see him shoot a 3, especially off the dribble. Are you insane?
Yeah. It has to be a corner 3.
Yeah.
That somebody forgot about Otega, which doesn't usually happen.
Yep.
He was 35.5% last year. If he can do that again, he can shoot.
He got
If
us.
we
boys.
stay around this, what are we at now? 27%. That's not great.
How do you pronounce your last name, Urban?
I just saw that.
Irvin Fick?
Funk.
I'm going to say Irvin Funk. Irvin Funk.
Funky
Oh.
Irvin.
Funk.
All right, boys. Well, if Irv's out,
Yeah.
That's
That was
how
our
we
free.
call it.
That was our free algo booster right there.
yeah, Colin Chandler needs to go off on these teams that we play, guys. No doubt.
Yeah.
I see it.
There is something to the clutchness of Aberdeen, Cam, and Colin tonight that really helped. Like after that kill shot in the first half, I think Colin hit 2 threes in a row. He was also pulling up from deep, which just psychologically.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah, was Noah just hurt today?
Yeah,
I assume it's still his ankle or whatever that was.
I think Noah maybe wouldn't have got to play very much anymore if he played tonight.
probably not.
It doesn't feel like a Noah game tonight, given the
Defensively,
speed they were playing.
Yeah,
and
really
jeez.
Abused on defense. It would have been bad.
now
And
rebounds maybe would have been nice, but
If Trent was available tonight, we don't get any Cam tonight. That's for sure. I will say one more thing about the game is that when it looked like Colin was rearing up to recreate the dunk, you could see the body language of the entire Louisville team sort of adjust and be like, no, not again.
There was a
And
puck
that's
going on.
fun. He's creating fear, so that's fun.
if he hadn't been fouled, that would have been.
He'd be Sports Center top 10 again.
That would have been so funny.
Yeah.
He should just do that every game.
Yeah, there was like 3 dudes there. There wasn't just one guy that he baited into jumping.
Yeah.
The whole lane was clogged up, and he was
All three of them
going
yelling, help, damn it, help.
Oh.
Is it Colin, your mom, you're talking about? I literally collapsed to the ground when they fouled him. Yeah. We all wanted that one. I do love that Colin's headhunting the. Like he's gonna get more this season. It's gonna be awesome. But all right, I think we call that a show.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining the Catican. For Raph, for Ben, for Caleb, I'm Jared, and go Cats.
Okay.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.